Can I play offline on edit? It's okay, I've got gear and everything on the server and can't build because it's full. No, unfortunately not. Okay, so first things we're going to do, we're going to get some lumber. So you look at it, you get the axe and you chop, and you see the little bits of wood appear on the ground. Okay. Walk over to the bits of wood, hit the I key, bring it up and grab the wood. Now at the moment these are placeholder only. Okay. They will change. We're going to get a nice little thing given to us. Okay. Once we get back, as I say, this will get a lot easier for us. But if you want to get some gear, add that tent, help yourself. So look at the tree, click the mouse button, and it puts little planks of wood down. So we're going to grab that again. Now, right click, right click, right click, right click. Go in and now double click on the wooden log, and it gives you craftable items. So we've got lumber packs, fireplace. I want to make some lumber packs. Now, I'm going to do 10. It doesn't matter if you do 10 and you haven't got the materials, it will just stop. Okay? So choose 10, hit craft. That's it, it's done. And as you can see at the bottom it says crafted 4 parts of planks. Okay? So bring it back up, double click the lumber pack, and you now get what you can build with lumber packs. So we've got stud wall. So I'm going to build a stud wall. Craft it. That is building. Okay, you can build up to 10 items at a time. They might change that limit later on. Now if I double click on cinder blocks, cinder wall, and it tells you you need 4 cinder blocks, bucket of mortar. Okay, if I bring up my inventory, if I double click on the mortar, foundations, you need 4 buckets of mortar for the foundations, and there you go, cinder block walls. So double clicking on items tells you what you actually need to build with, and it will then make it very easily, very quickly. None of this individual, let's build a wall. Sit there, let's build another wall. Just click 10, 8, whatever, and it builds it. If you want to get shelves or anything like that, you need metal. So, you know, I'm going to put that in here. So let's jump on and we'll go back and we'll see if Annie is logged in, and we'll see if we can help Annie and Annie can help us by giving us a hill. And we'll go back to building. So we're going to build a new wall, and we're going to actually finish off with the rest of it. And I'm going to shoot that ruddy dog. If you shoot the goat, it will drop pelts or food, or neither. So everything is now starting to come into the game. As the modders who, you know, it's a very small team, and they're modelling from scratch all the new items. So, you know, it is going to take time. But it is bloody good. You guys think the map's good for the Epoch mod? Everybody likes different maps. I personally love Napf and Chernarus. I think they're great maps. Now, other people like Taviana. Lots of people like Altis. But at the end of the day, the developers have said that they tested the mod on Napf and Chernarus, and it works. So when they have got it all finished with the files that they want, you could end up with Napf servers, Chernarus servers. You could end up with Altis Life or Taviana. You know, at the moment the map is they're only using this one because it's obviously got all the enterable buildings and everything else, and it's got the sexy graphics and all the bits and bobs. Right, let's go back to building. We're going to go back up here, and we're going to actually get back to the castle that we were in. So we were building a tower. If you actually looked from the front, you would have seen it was a very high-fronted thing that, you know, we were going to put stuff on. Now, if you looked when I was doing the stud wall, you wouldn't have seen the option to do a door. That's because you have to upgrade the walls and cover the walls, and then you can upgrade and put a door into it. The stud wall, though, is just like building a real house. It's just the outside. Axel, you're dead. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Now, in the earlier stages of the building system, it was a little bit more, you know, oh my god, are we going to do that? Are we going to do this? You know. Oh, right, let's go around this way. But they've actually got a really good workable system at the minute with the building. So here we are, we're back here. Hopefully Annie's about. So if we now stop the engine and get out, I'm actually going to now put the multi-tool on here, and then Annie hopefully can come in and go, Annie. Right, so there you go. While we wait for Annie, right, so for those of you who now, I'm going to show how you... Okay, that was different. Gunshot. Ah, who's that up there? I'm hoping that's Annie. If that isn't Annie, I'm screwed, because I've got an axe. Right, so you saw me build the wall. Okay, let's just come on one. This is actually how you build. You double click your stud wall. Annie can't move. No. All right, hold on. Let me just go sort out Annie. See if I can help her. I was going to show you how to actually do that. So right, let's now put that back there. Let's get the multi-gun, and then we'll put hill plower on. And if need be, I'll just give the gun to Annie. Annie can shoot me. Hey Mendek, back to Epoch. Yes, Liv, this is Arma 3 Epoch, showing people how to do the building. But I got injured and Annie's kind of stuck as well, so bloody dog came along and hurt me. And then once I actually can run around again, we'll show you how this all works, and we'll build a wall. And this is where people are going wrong. They're thinking too much like it. Arma 2 Epoch. It's not. It's totally different. Okay? And this is the thing where a lot of people are going wrong with the building. This is all stuff we built in test, okay? And when I say me, it's me and my friend One Shot UK, who we were lucky enough to get keys pretty early on. So let me just see if I can fix Annie. If not, I'll have to give her the gun. Do that. Right. It's not firing, so obviously I'll just do this. Let's put it in there. Energy pack, hill plat. For some reason I can't shoot Annie, so I'm just going to trade with her and hope that she can shoot me. So you hit I to trade with players. Hit I, trade. Do that. Accept, and I'll have to try and just drop the gun and she can pick it up. I love the lightning effects and all the weather effects, so come on, there you go. Now I still got the gun. It's because I didn't put it in there. Right, let's put it in there and then we'll do the trade again. So trade. There we go. Give the multi-gun. So, any energy packs now have a mag with 10 only charges. That's pretty cool. Because it meant before that you could go do, 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 do. So I'm just hoping Annie fixes me. And then I'll have to fix Annie. I don't know what's up with Annie. Annie can't move. So. But I've got broken legs, you see. That's why the dog broke me legs. I'm just hoping that Annie can give me a bit of a like shock treatment. If not, if that's not working, it could be that we need another energy pack, because it could be the charge of the gun's out of energy, which is what Quisha just said. Am I multi-streaming with Annie? I should do, shouldn't I? I should really ask Annie to stream and we'll multi-stream. Is there any place where you can write suggestions? Yes, go to the forums. Yeah. And on the forums there are suggestion boxes and bug reports and like troubleshooting and things like that. Right. This is going to be a pain in the arse today, isn't it? So let's just go into there and get some more, because I had loads of energy packs. So Annie's now come down there, so at least Annie can move again. Move it out in the middle of the screen. Alright. Right, so Annie's getting better. Her blood pressure is dropping. Cool. And then there should be some energies in there. While I do that, I'm just going to move the follower donation pop thing. Alright. 2 secs then. Just for today, I'll make it smaller as well. Okay, and it's well out of the way. Right. Hopefully now we've got an energy pack that is working. And Annie can fix me up. So what we're going to do is we're going to build now. As I say, just move far enough away from the quad bike. Double click the stud wall. Click build. Now a lot of people would now say, oh, this is what we did in Epoch, this is how we're trying to do it. And you would try and turn like this and do all that stuff, and then you'd press 4 and build. That's not how you do it, okay? I'm somewhat of a techie and did a lot of troubleshooting tests with the okay. How do you get key? Yeah. How do you get mod? Yeah, I give out mod when needed. Thank you, Annie, for that. So Annie's now fixed my leg. So what you do, the first thing you do is build it. So press 4 to finalise the build. Okay, and it just drops it. Don't bother trying to align it or any of that crap. Okay, if you try and align it, you're going to make a mess of it. The first thing you do is just build it. That is the easiest thing I can now tell you. Get your lumber. Your logs, turn it into lumber, turn the lumber into a stud wall, build it on the ground and drop it. Okay, now what you do is you press your 1 key. Your 1 key will enable build 1. So if you're up on the top right, it says build mode enabled 1. Once you've done that, look at the item and press the space bar once. Take your hands away. Okay, circle. That is now grabbing, and if you looked, you will have seen the flash. That wall has now been grabbed, so I can now page up. Okay, and if I go first person, you'll see page up, and it goes up really, really high. Okay, it's not like in the old days where it only went up a little bit. You can page down. Now, until I now drop this, it's locked to me until I either drop it or run out of energy. So I can rotate it, and you'll see on the top right it's also doing numbers, and it's giving you the angle of rotation. Okay, but that's not what I want to do. So if I now try and move it into position, how do you do it? Well, Annie's actually very close to getting a wall in the face. Now, build 1, don't forget, is the snap build. Okay, so I'm actually just going to drop a wall here. So I now bring the wall back down. And you've got to be careful because it can spin round as it does the snap, and it has now turned it. I didn't do that, it turned it. If I now move that way, you got to be careful, and what you'll see is as you then get it in position, so I'll need to lower it again, it should snap, and it did it itself. I didn't fiddle about. I wasn't using the Q and the E and doing all this crap. So the snap build system tries to do it for you. Now if you press the 3 key on your number pad, it changes the rotation of the snap, and as you can see it pushed me, and that's where you've got to be really, really careful because it's trying now to snap on the 90. If I press the 3 key again, you know, it doesn't like to do it. So I'm going to go back to normal mode, and what you'll see is it's actually now on the wonk, so this could fall down when I now build, but it's snapped again. So it's gone on to the end of the floor and it's snapped. What you then do to build it is you disable the build mode. So I'm using build 1, which is the 1 key. So I press the 1 key again, and as you can see, it fell down because my physics were wrong. Okay? Because I'd swung it and done this and done that, it's not going to sit all the time perfectly level. It's using real physics. The Q and E thing with the debug and the wiggle left and right is confusing. Yeah, don't use it. You can also, oh, as Axel says, use the home key and then